Oh, got my microphone pointing upwards. There we go. Hello, how you doing? Okay, so remember, this is our prefab. Okay, this is our original prefab. Original prefab. I just like saying the word prefab and original, let's face it. Okay, going to go to my top viewport here and just zoom the hell out. Now, remember, we built this so that it's going to match up to these parts over here. So, what I'm going to do, just come down here. And it's these parts, these boxes here that we want to match up, yeah? So we're just going to put them over the top like that. There we go. Now, if I make a copy of this, you'll notice it appears to be absolutely fine, yeah? But I'll show you what happens when we make a copy of it going in the other direction in just a minute. Let's just turn this around. Because this is one of the things about assets that's, I was going to say it's great fun, but it isn't. It's bloody annoying. Okay, now, go over here to our asset again. Alt and Shift. Now, I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees. Bring it down over the top of this one again. Don't worry, we'll be getting rid of these fellows very soon, I promise. Okay, so into there. Now, I'm going to copy it over to here and... oh wait, what's happened? This is what happens. It defaults it back to its original orientation. Now, I didn't point out in the previous tutorial that you can actually go in and edit your prefabs once you've made them. And this is one of the really cool things, okay, amongst the very, very, very many cool things that UDK allows you to do. Because if you edit your prefab, your original prefab, you can then tell it to update all the instances of your prefab. And I'm sure that you can work out for yourself just how really, really incredibly useful that is. Okay, let's just swipe this around 45 degrees. And bring these down into here. Now you can see we have these parts and these parts here overlapping. So what I'm going to do is go back to my original prefab over here, and I forgot how to access perspective there. Aren't I the cleverest man in the world? Okay, if I just select everything that goes to make up this prefab here, which obviously will take me a minute because there's a couple of bits, as you can well believe. And by couple I mean many, many bits. Many, many, many. Many, many. What was that from? Ah, Police Academy. Back when it was funny. So that would have been Police Academy 1. By the way, if you found Police Academy 1 funny back in, when was it again? 1971 or whatever the hell it was made. Okay, don't ever go back and rewatch it. Seriously, ever. It'll just upset you. Okay, make a copy of that. Now I'm going to make myself another prefab. My package, my prefabs, prefab wall 2, tower 2. Actually, no, because I didn't want these bits, did I? You may remember. There and there and there. Which means I don't need these bits either. Okay, so now I'll reselect these parts. There we go. And then this bit here. Okay, and now I'll create a prefab from it. And this will be prefab wall outer 3. Yeah, go ahead. Right, so this is now a prefab. Okay, and not forget to do it that way. Go away. don't know why the hell it keeps doing that. Okay, now over here where our lovely prefab lives, bring it down like this. I'm going to turn it 45 degrees. And I can basically just wedge it straight in, because it should fit into these parts here. It's got to get the angles right. There and there. There we go. And what I want to do as well, while I'm thinking about it, which I am, if I select these parts here, got to go all the way around the model to do this. Just sinking through the floor a minute, and you may be thinking to yourself, well, why has he done that? That makes no sense. It does, actually. I need to wipe these out, okay, because these are going to give me erroneous results, I believe the term is. And I don't want erroneous results. That's a big word, isn't it? Erroneous. I don't think people use that word enough anymore. In common, like, you know, sentences. Okay, so let's pick these up again, including that one. And as you can see, it's going to make things a bit easier for us now. And I always find that having the light on means I can do that. Right, next. Jag here. So shift, well, alt, shift, dear me. What am I thinking of? Am I an acid? Okay, turn it around 45 degrees. Which in this case is, you know, not really 45 degrees. There we go. Push this into there. Just making sure our windows are all okay, which they are. I love how incredibly industrial this looks. It's fair getting my dander up. Isn't that a great term as well? All you people who aren't obviously from Blighty, you get to hear all these fantastic phrases that aren't ever used anymore by normal human beings. You must be so happy. Dander. God dear, what a word dander is. Right, there's a couple of bits I need to fix just here, so we don't want it to go upwards. Now I'm aware, incidentally, that we have some overlap issues with our BSP, and we can go around and fix those soon, I promise. Honest engine. Okay, alt jag, there we go. Let's look at that term that I just used there, honest engine. What does that mean? That sounds like quite a derogatory comment now I think about it, doesn't it? Right. Okay, so let's have a look at what it is that we have created, and we can decide if what we have created is good. Now I'm going to take out our original prefab. Bye-bye. Because I want to go over here, where we have this prefab. Just swinging in and out of it just to make you feel a bit seasick. What a kindly chap I am. Just taking some parts out. There we go. And then again, I'm just going to copy these. I don't even need to make a package for this bit, to be honest. So, in fact, I could have just copied it and then deleted the parts, but, you know. Captain Hindsight. I actually watched that episode yesterday. I have to say, it wasn't as funny as I thought it would be. Although anyone who's watched the Creme Fraiche episode, well, that was exactly as funny as it should have been. Just alt and drag this into place. There we go, and over here. Just making sure it all fits, obviously. Not any bits sticking out too much or anything. Let's see. Move that a little bit. No. Move that a little bit that way. Slightly better. Move this a little bit this way. And then a teeny bit that way. Alright, that should do it. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just grab this light here, because I want to use it obviously to illuminate what's going on in here a bit. And I'm going to do a quick lighting calculation. As you can see, it's not quite as fast as it was when it was just full of nothing but BSPs. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's kind of the way it is. In fact, it probably finished about 10 times over. And I think I've got all 8 of my processors running themselves stupid while I'm doing this. Come on, you can do it. I think I'll pause actually. You don't want to watch this number going up slowly. There we go, it's done. Didn't take too long, a couple of minutes. Okay, so if I go down here and just play from here, as you can see now we've got this. Let's have a look over here. I'm a little bit concerned that this is, yeah, this will need moving down, look. The prefabs are too high. That's okay. They're easy to move into the right position. Let's have a look over here. Always find just, you know, going in and playing the level helps. Now up here, up the dark staircase. Till we get up here, which is at the top. Fall to our deaths. Okay, that's cool. And up here, yeah, that's looking okay. I'm going to add some more floors to this. And this is just like one tower, remember, so... Okay then, so, see you in the next bit.